Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Campbell Cho and this is Timber Creek Today. Today we're starting out with the elephant in the room and a story that affected students not only campus but statewide. STAR testing for English 1 and 2 was administered online this year for a majority of students at Timber Creek and students all across the state of Texas. On April 5th, English 1 students logged on to take their tests, pencils at the ready, and the system crashed. This crash was widespread and caused mostly by the crowding of the server that the test was being given on. Those who opted to take their test on paper got to finish testing, while the students who were supposed to take their test online waited until the 5-hour testing limit was up before they could be dismissed. According to the TEA, roughly 250,000 students were affected by the outage, and Mike Morath, Texas Education Commissioner, says that the TEA takes full responsibility for April 5th's testing failure. For Falcons not taking the test, we got to experience one extra beloved asynchronous day, which means 2 weeks in a row will some Timber Creek students be getting asynchronous Fridays. Tomorrow, April 16th, is one of KISD's approved calendar days for asynchronous education, something unrelated to last week's asynchronous day due to the retake for the English 1 star. Juniors, the time has arrived for you to almost take your place as a senior class of Timber Creek. But first, you have a couple of things you need to do, one of which being voting in who you want to be your senior class officers. Voting takes place during your lunches on April 27th and 28th. More information will be available on the Talon next week. Now, for current seniors, the school year isn't quite over yet. Senior prom date and details have been solidified after questioning over whether or not seniors would have a prom at all. Prom is confirmed for May 8th at River Ranch Stockyards in Fort Worth from 7 to 11 p.m. Tickets are available in the Keller ISD web store for $100 until April 30th. Students are allowed one guest to the dance, and all district and TEA guidelines will be followed at the event. For more information about guest forms and possible seating reservations, check out the Timber Creek Talon. Junior Ava Pilcher is making thousands of dollars off her original character creations sold online to some of her over 27,000 Instagram followers. TCTV caught up with her to find out about her process, inspiration, and the stress of being an in-demand artist.
I made it in 15 minutes or so, and I put it up on my site, and people started bidding, and I sold it. Well, mainly I get my inspiration from animals, like a lot of animals, a lot of foods, kind of different cultures. For the specific one, it was kind of like more of a fantasy design. It had kind of like an old-fashioned like wear and like horns, so it's kind of like an elf-ish character. And then shows I watch a lot of shows, and so I get a lot of inspiration. I create it, I get all my stuff together, I kind of clean it up, and then I post it on Instagram and Twitter. Those are my two main platforms. On Instagram, I have 27.4 thousand, wow. I think. So I have like around 27,000. And actually, it stresses me out a lot. I tend to take a lot of breaks from my platforms just because being a bigger artist, because on my Instagram, I'm known as like a big artist. Like I've seen my name around Instagram quite a bit. And so it kind of makes me like want to take a break. But whenever I do post, it's fun interacting with like my followers and stuff. And there are some times where I go a month or two without posting because I just can't I can't draw anything. So I've got quite a couple commissions lined up, and I actually have an art manager as well who helps me get those out. She messages all of my commissioners and updates them. She replies to my emails and my DMs, just because I'm one of those people where I like interaction, but I stray away from messages just because it's I don't typically have the time for it. So a website that a lot of artists use, it's called Toy House, and I put it up there. That's actually where the bidding happened. I pay all my bills just with my art. So actually, two or three of my characters have been cosplayed, people have cosplayed for. I've had a couple that were commissioned into badges, little keychains. And then one of them was actually, I think it was on a backpack, they had made it onto a backpack, but it was embroidered by them. Well, I definitely want to go to college for graphic design and character design, especially for something. I've always really wanted to be like a visual development artist for like Pixar or like Disney. So I think that's the route that I want to kind of head down. Definitely get your stuff out there, like kind of throw it out there. You start out small. I mean, I started out very, very small whenever I first started my account, and it took me 2.5 years to get to where I am. And definitely being active on your platform is good, but like you have to know when to take a step back as well. So.
Falcons, if you're interested in color guard, auditions are fast approaching. Here's some more information on how you can get involved. Take a look. Future Business Leaders of America needs your help. FBLA is holding a magazine drive until April 23rd. The magazine's being donated to a local nursing home. Drop any magazines you can spare off at room N203, and every 3 magazines you drop off counts as 1 hour for community service. To receive your hours, you can scan the QR code outside of N203 to get credit, and make sure to label the bag with your magazines RN with your first and last name. The FBLA also recently competed at state, taking home multiple placements. Take a look. Coming up on Timber Creek today, we have Maren Gabaldon with national news, as well as Andy Shinoy with your weekly dose of entertainment news. You won't want to miss out on it.
National Spanish Honor Society is starting a silent auction including prom tickets.
The auction starts April 12th and ends April 18th at 8 p.m.
Only people who have registered can get prizes, so make sure you register.
Here's the QR code and the link.
Celebrating National Library Week, April 19th to the 23rd. There will be selfie stations, prizes, new books, and more. Catch you later.
Welcome back to Corey's questions, and today we'll be asking questions. Does Lightning McQueen get car insurance or life insurance?
Well, my first period teacher asked me that question.
Darn it. Do you think it's called sand because it's between the sea and the land?
Why is this important?
Are giraffes real? Are they? Trick question, they're not real. Excuse me. Why does your nose run but your feet smell? Thank you. Excuse me. What's Obama's last name?
His last name is Obama.
No, it's not. It's fake.
Sorry, it's Barack.
No. Hopefully Corey answered all your questions. I will be back next week when I will be telling the story of how my cat turned into a toaster. Thank you and goodbye.
Welcome back. The Timber Creek Skydancers competed at Nationals at the end of March, and they did not disappoint. TCTV reporters shadowed the Skydancers as they competed, winning multiple titles and overall placements. Take a look.
Make sure you scan the medical screening and fill
you're tired and you start giving up, just like Sydney said, your body can go longer than your brain can go, right? Walk off here. I should have did a little more in that part. Yeah, it's gonna make whatever placing we get not as rewarding. If we get last place, but you literally had to drag yourself off the floor, that's exactly what I want. If you get first place and you walk off the floor with breath in your lungs, that's not no breath. No breathing.
Now we break to Marin Gabaldon with this week's national news update.
Hi, I'm Marin Gabaldon with this week's national news. News out of Washington as more details on the events of January 6th come to light. Capitol Police were reportedly advised to not use aggressive actions against the mob. Capitol Police Inspector General Michael Bolton reported that the leaders of the Capitol Police forces failed to prepare for the potential violent advances from the rally earlier that day. It was also found that the leads of the Capitol Police disregarded the warnings from the intelligence agencies that said Congress itself is a target. Minneapolis area gathered in support of the ongoing trial investigating George Floyd and Daunte Wright's death. Both the two victims of police brutality are coincidentally connected through Courtney Ross, George Floyd's girlfriend and who worked at Daunte Wright's school. The two families gathered in support of each other, remembering Daunte Wright's life. Wright was shot and killed by Brooklyn Center police officer Kim Potter on Sunday, April 11th afternoon during a traffic stop. Potter, who later resigned on April 13th, was recently charged with manslaughter and was taken into custody the following day. Our system doesn't serve kids like Daunte, and now I'm seeing more than ever this system once believed in. We're done doing what we need to do to protect Black life, said Ross. A new Utah state law now requires biological fathers to pay half of pregnancy costs. The bill easily passed through the Utah legislature and signed off. Republican-sponsored Representative Brady Brammer said legislature can serve as a new alternative type of pro-life legislation when compared with many anti-abortion bills. I'm Marin Gabaldon, and thanks for listening in to National News.
Thanks, Marin. TCTV is more than just news and daily announcements. Students are encouraged to take on their own projects and bring them to life. Some examples of that are the extensive podcasts available for you to listen to, made by students, one of which TCTV's Andy Shenoy will talk about shortly. Another example, however, is TCTV's Talent Show, where TCTV members show you just how talented Falcons across the campus truly are. Here's a sneak peek of what you can find on TCTV's Talent Show.
Worked for a nice deal at Target.
Yeah, true.
Me and my brothers, we get here and we go on that field completely legally. And then we play a couple games sometimes.
Why are you emphasizing that it's legal?
Because I'm just letting everyone know. Completely legal.
Do you have shin guards on?
No, I don't.
We have more action coming up with Timber Creek Sportsnet, and don't forget Andy Shenoy with your entertainment news. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Campbell Cho, and this is our studio for TCTV. We do live news every Thursday in this studio with these mugs at this desk. every Thursday.
Let's go. This is where we control all of our live news broadcasts, and it's also where we store them.
This is our main room. This is where all of our contemporary media classes, as well as a bunch of our TCTV members right now are editing. That's Mr. Yonda, he's our advisor.
Get back to work!
Okay, we're gonna go that way.
As the TCTV Fine Arts editor, I get my own office. All editors for both Talon and TCTV get their own offices so that they can edit. Get out!
This is our hub where we have more of our editors. This is Brooke Deering. She's our broadcast manager.
Hello.
She basically is the president. She runs this whole thing. So whatever Brooke says we do, she's really scary sometimes, and she's mean.
Uh-huh. Wait, what is this for?
We're doing a tour of
This is the radio room. This is where we record podcasts.
That's the hole in the ceiling. Come on, let's go.
Can I go? I'm the Talon sports editor and TCTV female sports editor. This is my office. I share it with the other sports editor, but this is my area. That's my.
Whatever happened to
This is my spot, not his, mine. This is my troll. She sits there. We hope you learned a little bit about what we do every day in this class. It's more than just announcements. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If you have an idea for us or something.
You want us to cover. Okay, so if you have an idea for something you want us to cover, email us at tips.timbercreektalon.com.
We do this for you. Cheers. All right, lights off. We're back. Now we go to Andy with entertainment news.
Hi, I'm Andy Shenoy, and this is your weekly dose of entertainment news on Timber Creek Today. Musician and former One Direction member Harry Styles has earned global success, not only as a popular boy bander, heartthrob, and a successful solo musician, but is now gaining traction as an actor. Styles' first acting role was in Christopher Nolan's World War II biopic, Dunkirk, as a soldier named Alex. Now Harry Styles is set to star as the male lead in Olivia Wilde's new psychological thriller, Don't Worry Darling, alongside Florence Pugh and the other A-list stars. On top of that, filming for the film adaptation of the novel My Policeman, starring Styles and The Crown star Emma Corrin, started this week. How Harry Styles is going to balance being a rock star and a movie star, we don't know, but fans of Harry Styles are surely excited to see what's next. In sad news, we learned early in the morning on April 14th that the popular Welcome to Chili's Vine creator passed away on April 11th, confirmed by his twin brother, Patrick Perkins. Adam Perkins was 24, and the cause of death has not been disclosed. On a brighter note, Kim Godwin has been named president of ABC News, and she will be the first black executive to run a broadcast network news operation. She'll be paving the way alongside Rashida Jones, who was also announced to be the first black executive to oversee one of the nation's big cable networks, MSNBC, back in February. If you're interested in hearing more about entertainment news with not only me, but other members of TCTV, make sure to check out our entertainment podcast, What's Poppin', on Spotify and Apple Music, as well as the video versions of each episode on TCTV's YouTube channel. Here's a little taste of what you can expect.
Are you looking for something to pass the time while still being entertaining? Well, I have the solution for you. Here on What's Poppin', we talk about...
I'm Steve, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland.
Avatar?
The Oscars.
The Apple ecosystem. Takashi 69.
I know you're listening while you're editing.
And it's all done over a
Zoom call.
Yeah.
Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere else you get your podcasts.
That's all for entertainment news. Back to Campbell at the desk.
Thanks, Andy. Coming up after the break, sports with Caleb Weber, all ahead on Timber Creek Today. Because I thought about saying...
Welcome back to Corey's.
Make sure you scan the medical screening and fill out any symptoms you might have as you walk in the building. Thank you. Have a nice day.
I feel like we should continue to wear masks to improve on the safety, and then maybe lean in towards, as a bigger project, to take masks off eventually.
No, I don't think we should have to wear masks because it should be our choice.
So we should keep wearing our masks because you don't cut your parachute halfway down to the ground because then you fall and die, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think it's better for our safety here at the school. So.
I think we should wear a mask for a little more.
I think we should honestly keep wearing masks for our own safety.
I think we should wear our masks because it just keeps everyone safer than it, especially since the COVID vaccine isn't approved for children under the age of 18.
Sports Network. Yesterday, the Dallas Mavericks beat the Memphis Grizzlies 114-113. Luka Doncic won the game with a buzzer beater. Doncic said sometimes you're going to make it, but sometimes you're going to miss it too. So you got to take that too. I think that's the most important part. If my team trusts me in that moment, I'll keep working on it. For more NBA updates, check out our TCTV YouTube page where you can watch our sports show Beyond the Sidelines. The Timber Creek wrestling team has made their way to the regionals this season. The boys wrestling team won district champions by 209 points and will all be advancing as girls wrestlers Emma Kistler, Yarlette Bonilla, and Frances Aguirre will also be moving on to regionals. Check the talents for future updates. A few seasons off after having a successful season, the Timber Creek softball team has gone through an undefeated district season, and it looks as if they're making playoffs as the #1 team in the district. TCTV reporter Campbell Choate spoke with 4 seniors about what it feels like to be undefeated in this tough district. Take a look.
I'm a senior and I play center field.
Hi, I'm Sarah Brown. I'm a senior and I DH.
Hi, I'm Lauren Davies. I'm a senior and I play third base.
Hi, I'm Melody Fuentes. I'm a senior. I play catcher.
So to keep the momentum going that we have, our plans are just to keep the energy up and keep our team bonding together. I feel like the reason why we're doing so good this year is that we just really bond as a team and just have great energy in the dugout, inside and out of the field. So I think that's what's making us win all these games. So hopefully we'll stay undefeated and go to state.
Right now we're on top of district because we're undefeated, and sometimes it can be nerve-wracking because we know that every team's coming for us, but the way we've been playing, we're not really nervous, and we're just going to keep playing how we've been playing.
Honestly, I think we've been so successful this season because of how close the team is and how much we can constantly bond together to create a stronger team as well, offensively, defensively, and on general. Although we can't have team dinners, we find the little things in situations and we continue to create our bond off of big situations, small situations, winning, losing, anything we're doing.
We don't crack under pressure. We have each other's back on and off the field, and that's what makes us a good team. We stick together. We have each other's back.
You know, sticky glue?
Have for Sportsnet today, but make sure to watch our sports show Beyond the Sidelines on our TCTV YouTube page and our podcast, The Undefeated, for any more sports updates. Back to you, Campbell.
Thanks. More to come on Timber Creek Today.
But Timber Creek Talent has a TikTok account.
Did someone say TikTok?
No. Go follow it.
Well, Falcons, the end of the school year is growing closer and closer, and we at TCTV know life can feel like it's moving pretty fast. But if it's any consolation, we believe in you. As for us, that's all we have for today. I'm Campbell Cho, and we'll catch you on the next Timber Creek Today.